lower, down. Bend your knees, lower your hips.
Swing your arms, swing your arms, swing your arms.
Shoulder width stands, ha? Kuha na natin ang bola. Lagi tayo mag-resist.
Ready tayo. Eyes on the ball.
Get! Nice one. Balik. Okay, good job. Good job.
Chase for your dreams, shoot for the stars, though hard it may seem, no matter how far. Find the power that's within.
Here in Best Center, we teach the fundamentals and the basics. Lahat ng mga players na yan, nagsimula sa basics. Wala namang pinanganak na magaling na mag-volleyball.
You can only be better if you are willing to learn. As an athlete, one of the most important qualities you need to have is being coachable. Listen to your coaches, listen to your teammates, and listen to the advice that people give you.
You will face a lot of challenges along the way. You will struggle and you will begin to doubt yourself. But don't give up, it's just a test. Continue to work hard every day and stay determined to overcome those challenges.
No one and nothing is stopping you from becoming the greatest athlete possible. Dream big. Sky is not the limit. You are responsible for your own growth. You are writing your own story, and make sure it's something you will be proud of. Someday you will reach your goals. Believe in that and work on that every day.
Good. Chin up. Chin up. Feet together. You should look in front.
Ready, aim your target. Go.
Bounce back. Right foot forward.
Follow through. Hey.
Step forward.
Ball below the knees. Back straight.
Back. Next the ball.
Left right. Chest pass, ha? Short pass. Rather flip. You play as a team. This is a team effort.
O, kaya na natin? Okay, let's do it one more time. Go!
Pag wala kayong disiplina, hindi kayo huhusayin kung saan ang ginagawa nyo.
Chase for your dreams, shoot for the stars, though hard it may seem, no matter how far. Find the power that's within, it's inside you, let it out till the end. From the start, trust yourself and just believe. Get up when you fall. Be better than the rest. Stand up, and walk tall. Show them how to be the best. Be the best, 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 be the best.
Sa amin dito sa BEST, ituturo lang namin sa inyo ano ang dapat nyong gawin. Binibigyan namin kayo assignment para humusay kayo. Lahat sa magagawa nyo. Kailangan lang practice. Disiplina.
All right, here we go. It's another Saturday night, and it's another Saturday night. But tonight is a very special Saturday night, as it's the first death anniversary of our founder of the Best Center, Coach Nic Jorge. So today, guys, we want to do something very special because Coach Nick's life has been very special as well. So, and he's been able to touch so many lives. We felt na tama lang na hindi isa or dalawa lang ang guests natin tonight. We have invited many guests tonight, guys. Marami tayong guests tonight, guys, for the first time in the whole Be the Best episode series, Be the Best live series. This is the most guests we've had on camera today. And we're very excited to have them on board. Right, Coach Julie and Coach Edwin? Tatlo kami host today, guys. Hindi lang dalawa, tatlo host namin today, guys.
Full force tayo
Full
today.
force tayo
Good
today.
evening.
Yes.
Good evening to all our viewers.
Yes, good evening to all our viewers. So, excited na ba tayo, Coach Popoy, for this episode?
Sobrang excited. But before we start and let's get the ball rolling straight, Coach Edwin, tama ba? UP, quick background lang about Coach Nick rather. Coach Nick was a UP Fighting Maroon all throughout his life, grade school, high school, college, at the university. UP Fighting Maroon siya. Pero Coach Nick, tama ba? Nung college, Coach Edwin, tama ba si Coach Nick, hindi basketball varsity? Naging band varsity pa nga siya for a while.
Yes, Popoy, no? Unang-una, tama ka doon, no? Coach Nick is a true blooded Maroon, no? And nung college siya, he was part of the varsity team and he was part of the athletic scholarship. Pero at one point, because yung dad niya, si Professor Jorge din, was very strict. So he was made to stop sa basketball and si coach to get an athletic a scholarship, he joined the ROTC band. Pero hindi siya nag-play ng instrument. Siya yung taga maintenance ng mga instrument, no? So at one time nag-ano din siya, part ng ROTC band. Okay, this is way back in the 60s.
Kaya nga guys, hindi lang siya nag-coach for UP, hindi siya naglaro for UP. UP Fighting Maroon siya the whole way. And kung gusto namin, kung may ma-invite tayo na guest, kasi yung guest na pwede ma-invite natin, si Tita Marlene Jorge, ayaw na magpa-video, Coach Edwin eh. Gusto niya na, behind the scenes na daw siya eh. So, wala pa na ma-invite. But before that, he used to be a player for UP Fighting Maroons, and he even went on to play for the Devo basketball team for the BAA. Disclaimer, hindi namin alam ni Coach Edwin at ni Coach Julie ano yung kalaban na sa BAA, sinong kakapin niya, kasi wala pa kami noon. Bata pa po kami, guys. Hindi kami mga kabatch si Coach Edwin. Ni Coach Nick pala. And again, guys, he's more well-known as a coaching icon. And today, we've been able to gather some testimonies from the former players of Coach Nick. And I think, Coach Edwin, can you introduce our first videos today?
Yes. No, Popoy, thank you very much. So for our first video, now we will take you to the early part of the Coach Nick's coaching journey. So may mga players siya who will share videos. Actually, 2 videos. One is from Mr. Orly de los Santos of UP, and the other one is from Adamson, Coach Ompong Sigura. So yung dalawang to ang mga first players ni Coach Nick when he was coaching UAAP. I believe Coach Mr. Orly de los Santos was one of the first UP graduate na nag-PBA player. And also si Coach Ompong from Adamson. So Poy, maybe we can play the video so our viewers can see yung mga contributions ni Coach Nick sa kanila.
Hi, I'm Ompong Sigura. I need to tell you something about my first basketball coach, Nic Jorge. 50 years ago, lumapit sa akin yan. High school, sabi sa akin, gusto ba mag-basketball? Kasi ang tangkad mo eh. So sabi ko, sige, yes. 1 week, ang hirap pala. Ayoko na sana ituloy. Pero yung mga teammates ko, masaya kausap eh. So I decided to join. Humiram si Coach Nick ng punching bag sa boxing team namin. Tapos papila kami isa kami binabagsakan ng punching bag. So, saya naman kasi may mga biruan. Tapos, after practice, nandiyan si Nic Jorge, na-meet ko yan dyan sa team. Kasama niya si Mr. Jorge. Minsan nagbibigay sa amin ng snacks. So, very supportive siya sa husband niya. So, one time naman, ang subject namin is switching. May isang player na hindi niya mai-pronounce yung switching ng maayos. Ang pag-pronounce niya, sweet eh. So, ang ginawa ni Coach, pinatayo doon sa elevated area. And then, pinasigaw ng sweet, sweet, sweet. Hanggang sa matapos yung practice namin. Pinatakbo ako ng buong practice session. So, yun, hanggang sa nawala na siya sa Adamson. After 1 year yata, nawala na siya sa amin. Napunta na siya ng parang PSBA and then UP. Napunta na siya sa UP. Tapos 1978, naging coach siya ng World Basketball. After that, marami na kumuha sa kanya sa PBA. Napunta siya sa Pilman Bank, napunta sa CDCP. So, yun yung karanasan ko sa kanya. I consider him my best coach, my second dad, and a good friend.
Good day, everybody. I'd like to share something about Coach Nick. When I was still playing for the UP varsity team, Coach Nick was our mentor. As the head coach, Coach Nick was a disciplinarian. And he had 4 basic rules which all of us as his player should follow. Number 1, we should practice regularly. Don't be absent during practice. Second, no smoking. Third, no drinking of alcoholic beverage. And number 4, we should not go partying the night before the game. I remember an instance when one of our first 5 players was caught attending a party the night before the game. This particular player was not filled in by the coach, despite the fact that the game was very, very important for UP. Because if we won, we could have tied UST for the lead and maybe fight for the championship for that particular season. So what happened? We lost the game, and what was even worse, Coach Nic was removed as the head coach for the rest of the season. And he was replaced by an American Peace Corps volunteer by the name of Jim Fraley because of that incident. When Coach Nic was interviewed by a reporter and was asked why he was removed as head coach, the only thing that Coach Nic told the reporter was that siguro gustong manalo ng UP. I had no problem with Nic Coach because I really followed all his rules and regulations, and that helped me in my basketball career. Another instant was when he caught another player smoking before practice, and this player was reprimanded. What was even worse, the player threatened to resign as part of the team. Despite all that happened, I really respected Coach Nic because he never regretted what happened to him, and he had a conviction to follow all the rules and regulations that he has implemented. Coach Nic, I take off my hat to you. May you enjoy your eternal life with the Lord. Happy first death anniversary. And I also pray that Ma'am Marilyn and the family be healthy and safe always. God bless us all. Thank you.
Yon. Yun ang dalawang mga first players ni Coach Nic from UP, si Sir Orly de los Santos, and then Adamson. So, Coach, napansin mo yung parehas sa binanggit nila no? He has been a disciplinarian, and
Yes.
kahit na sabihin mo na importante yung game, he doesn't care, basta ang ano is yung philosophy niya, yung belief niya na kailangan matuto kang makinig, siya kang mag-follow.
If I may, Coach Julie, yung sinabi ni Mr. Orly de los Santos, true to life talaga yon. No?
Yes.
Even si Coach Nic, pagka magkasama kami sa probinsya niyan, ikinukwento niya yon. And what I admire most there is yung conviction ni Coach. No? Very rare kasi Coach Nic was the youngest UAAP coach at age 21.
He was only 21 years old.
At age 21, youngest UAAP men's basketball coach. No?
Yes.
So, yung kwento ni Mr. Orly de los Santos, no? Kahit ngayon, mahirap mahirap sundan yun, no? Siguro yung mga coach matatakot dahil mawawalan ng livelihood, no? Pero si Coach Nic, baliwala sa kanya, no? Kung matanggal siya, basta kailangan fair application ng rules para sa lahat. No?
Tsaka coach, hindi lang siya coach doon. Sa UP, he became a PE instructor. Tapos nung nalipat siya sa Adamson, naging assistant PE director siya. So medyo yun na yung mga next level niya into coaching and into teaching.
Yes,
Yun. So siguro coach, isunod naman natin yung next video natin na ipapakita. Ito naman ay mga players niya from Philippine School of Business Administration.
Yan, marami din.
Tatlo. Dahil nung lumipat naman siya sa PSBA, so siya na yung director ng PE. So na-handle niya both men and women's team. And ang representative natin is si Sir Ben Obrique. Siya yung isa sa mga video. He played for Mikaa and he also played for PBA. Same with Nilo Cruz, same sila. Nag-graduate sila sa PSBA Jaguars. They both played for Mikaa, PBA, pero maganda yung mga kwento nila. Kaya yung napapakinggan natin. And yung last na video natin is hindi lang ganun si Coach Nic, hindi lang siya nag-focus on sa men. Meron din silang women's basketball side na inumpisahan naman niya ng volleyball daw muna bago siya nag-basketball.
Okay. So siguro parang si Coach Nic na din ang ang unang pag naririnig natin sa term sa mga collegiate team, program director. Parang sa PSBA, siya ang una nag-try na program director for basketball. So pwede ba natin mapanood na yan, Coach Julie?
Sige, yung pangatlo is Christina Rosopa Mandabin. And she was my coach before. So pakinggan natin direct kung sino yung tatlong PSBA representative natin under Coach Nic.
Hello everyone. My name is Ben Obrique. I am one of Coach Nic Jorge's player from PSBA all the way to the professional. Coachy, as we love to call him, as our term of endearment. He was the greatest influence in my basketball career. I would still be a different man had Coachy didn't come into my life. I was a virtual nobody, someone with a dream of doing well in basketball, but not knowing how to achieve it. But Coachy gave me that opportunity when I tried out at Adamson, where he was the coach. Unfortunately, Adamson's lineup were already full. Instead, he offered me to play for PSBA, where he was also the coach. From there, my basketball career have started. He mentored me and molded me to be a better player. At the same time, shaping up also my character and my personality. Coachy is a type of coach who would give a tough love to his players. I lost count already how many times he shouted at me and got angry with me also. But if you knew Coachy well enough, you would understand. And that's his unique way of showing how much he cares for you. He was the ladder that brought me to the next level. He was the catalyst that inspired me to achieve bigger dreams. He was a mentor who never gave up on me, even when he had every reason to. I may not have been Coachy's best player, but I can proudly say that I'm a part of a winning team. We won championship after championship because of his rigorous training and practices and building our stamina and preparing for the battle, and there were the amazing results. I was barely 19 years old when I first came to Manila, a typical provinciano without any knowledge how the big city would operate. Coachy acted like my second father. Thank God that I met him. He molded me to the kind of person that I wanted to be, the person that I am today. Lahat ng ito ay napakalaking utang na loob ko kay Coachy. At sa inyo po, Ma'am Jorge, maraming salamat sa suportang pinagkaloob niyo sa akin throughout my basketball career. I will always treasure the memories. May your soul rest in peace. I also pray for Ma'am Jorge and the family for continuous good health and to remain strong as you remain steadfast in your philosophy of helping many people like me to achieve their dreams. Maraming salamat, Coachy. You will never be forgotten till we meet again.
Hi, I am Nilo Cruz, a former PBA player. Naglaro ako sa Philman Bank in the late 70s, CDCP, Country Fair Hotdog in the early 80s. In college, I used to play for PSBA. The one and only Coach Nic Jorge discovered and mentored me to become a better basketball player. After playing for PSBA, I used to play for the Migas, like 7-Up, Manila Bank, and ITM. And eventually, I joined PBA in 1979. And for this, I will be forever grateful to him. And of course, to Mami Marilyn Jorge. For Coach Nic, I salute you.
Hello, I am Tina Remandaban Rosopa, former member ng Philippine School of Business Administration Women's Team. Kami yung pioneering team ng PSBA. And yun, ifinorm ni Mr. Jorge at iba naman ang goal niya siguro sa goal ko. Ako, ang goal ko, makakuha ng scholarship hanggang makagraduate. So, payat ako noon, 5'7". Sa kanya kasi, basta matangkad, kayang turuan, kayang i-develop, at matrain, at may magandang attitude, pwede. Kagustuhan ni Mr. Jorge na makapag-develop ng women's team, isang malaking challenge. Yung kanyang pagtitiwala, kailangan pahalagahan mo. So, yun ang binigay ko. Yung pagiging player ko, pinagtiyagaan ko talaga at pinagtiyagaan din niya. Hindi pa nabubuo yung team, nagpa-practice na kami. Tinuturuan na niya ako as an individual para pag nabuo na siguro yung team, makakasabay ako. Most of the members of the team galing sa volleyball. So, to cut the story short, very historic sa akin na makatungtong ng Rizal Memorial Coliseum para maging partner rin ako ng history at nagbigay kami ng 4 na championship sa Philippine School of Business Administration. So, na-achieve ko yung goal ko, na-achieve din niya yung kanyang goal. Sabi nga ng ibang former player ng PSBA, pinakamasayang parte daw ng buhay nila is nang naging player sila ng PSBA. At hindi nila yon makakalimutan. And that was under Nic Jorge. Actually, talagang ang alam ko, na-reach namin pareho yung goal eh. Dahil tinanong pa ako ni Mr. Jorge, pinusya ko ni Mr. Jorge na maglaro sa Philippine team or mag-try out sa Philippine team. Actually, bago mag-Milo Best Center, sa amin niya inintroduce yung basics sa basketball. So, proud kami doon kasi kami yung first na naka-experience ng mga bagay na yon. So, after college, totally wala na kaming contact. And after 15 years, nag-cross ulit yung landas namin. And kinuha naman niya ako as part of the RP Women's Basketball team that will compete to the 18th Southeast Asian Games in 1995. At hindi siguro magiging maganda ang aming mga kinalalagyan sa ngayon kung hindi kami na-train at na-develop ng isang Mr. Nic Jorge. So, mabuti na lang, bago kami hiwa-hiwalay, last 2018, nagkaroon ng reunion ng PSBA players. At nasabi namin kay Nic Jorge, maraming salamat, sir. Kung wala ka, saan kami pupulutin ngayon. So, naging maganda ang buhay namin because of Mr. Nic Jorge. Sir, wherever you are, maraming salamat sa'yo. At pati kay Mrs. George, thank you. Kasi yung mga time na dapat kasama nyo si Sir, pinahiram nyo siya sa amin. Yung mga weekends na dapat family day, nasa provincial tour kami for an exhibition game. Again, thank you so much and have a nice day, everyone.
Yun, no? Coach Julie.
Ibang kwento naman to, Coach. Ibang kwento
Julie,
naman.
pwede ko bang i-share sa'yo at saka sa mga viewers, no? Yung PSBA team na yan, very special yan, no? Sa men's team, no? 5 ang nag-PBA, no? Magsabi ka nga sa akin, ng team outside UAAP, no, school outside UAAP NCAA na nakapagpadala ng 5 players sa in one team, no, nakapagpadala sa PBA, no. Sino-sino to? Siyempre yung ating video contributor, maraming salamat kay Mr. Ben Obrique, no? Ang nakasama pa dito ay si Gary Vargas, si Nilo Cruz, yung pangalawa nating video contributor, si meron pang 5 yang coach eh. Yan, coach si Joey Ocampo who passed away recently and si Mon Dizon. So, yan yung 5, no? 5 players from PSBA nakarating ng PBA, no? So tama yung sabi nila nila Sir Ben at saka nila Ma'am Tina, saka nila Sir Nilo na Coach Nic helped them to make their lives better, no? So meron ka ba bang kwento tungkol dito sa PSBA team na to?
Etong si Sir Ben, meron siyang kwento. Sabi niya, Coach, alam mo, ang height ko maliit lang pero nilalagay ako as a big man because he has this limping ability. So sabi ko, sir, siguro magaling ka talagang tumalon. So may instruction daw isang beses si Coach Nic na mag-rebound ka. Yun, kailangan kunin mo yung bola. Iniipit-ipit daw siya ng mga kalaban niya. So nag-time out daw si Coach Nic. Sinigawan daw siya. Parang sabi, bakit hindi mo kunin yung bola? Coach, kasi naiipit ako. Alam mo, sagot daw sa kanya ni Coach Nic, lumaban ka! Talaga naman, pumasok ko. Simple lang, pumasok. Parang nagigil siya. Ayun, nag-rebound ng rebound. Nanalo sila. And after the game, bago pa matapos ang game, Coach, sinalubong daw siya ni Coach Nic. Kinamayan, hinila, at sinabihan siya, kita mo na, dahil sa rebound mo, nanalo tayo. Alam mo yung ganong moments na bibigyan ka niya ng added tap on behind na kaya mo yan. Huwag kang papatalo sa mga yan. So, yun yung mga naaalala nila. And by the way, Coach, si Coach Tina ay naging connected din kami dahil when I was playing when I was playing for the national team before, SBP Secretary General si Coach Nic and naging assistant coach namin yan si Coach Tina.
Okay.
Kaya ang kwento niya talaga, ang laki ng pasasalamat niya. Kasi hindi lang pagdating sa PA player, pati few years after, nung nagkita sila, he was asked na, you want to be part of the coaching staff? And agad-agad she said yes.
Coach Julie, to think na, hindi first sport niya basketball, volleyball.
Yes, volleyball siya.
Diba?
Alam mo yung mga opportunities na ibinibigay sa'yo, basta alam niya na trusted ka. I think
so siya, at saka si Coach Nic siguro, yung coaching eye niya, talagang matalas, no? Nakikita niya, hindi lang tangkad, siguro itong si Ma'am Tina, nasa kanyang physical attributes, pero nakikita niya na yung mga intangibles, no? Masipag ba to?
Yes.
Work hard ba to? Determined ba to? Nakita mo naman, from volleyball, ibang-iba yun, from volleyball to basketball, di ba? At nag-national, naging coaching staff.
Coach, yes. Yes. So that goes with our third video, Coach.
Okay, sige.
Yung susunod na grupo natin, group of players are players from the national team. So first, it's player siya ng women's national team back in 1995. Her name is Justine Arias Nuevo. Hindi ko masyadong kilala to, Coach.
Si Justine? Sino ba yan?
So, she was 3 times na SEA Games player, 1991, 93, 95. Kaya marami siyang kwento. And second video is part ito nung first or 1978 World Championship of Basketball Championship that was held here in Manila. So, ito medyo historic yan. Kasi first time,
1978 na FIBA World Championships,
Yes, at marami siyang kwento dito, marami siyang natutunan dito. And then eto, si Coach Nic, hindi lang siya sa men or sa women's basketball na involved. Pati sa Singapore, naging national coach siya doon, 1983.
Nag-OFW pa pala si Coach, ha?
So habang pumapayagpag siya ng kanyang PBA career ng 1983, biglang nagkaroon siya ng calling, pumunta siya ng Singapore. So full package talaga. Hindi niya yung sa men's side, pati sa women's basketball side, he was always there. So siguro coach,
Oo.
panoorin na
Panoorin
natin
na natin. Yeah.
yung mga members ng national team, Philippines and Singapore.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Justine, formerly Justine Arias, wearing jersey number 15 for the national women's basketball team. But now, I am Mrs. Justine Nuevo. So, as a backgrounder, I was part of the women's team that saw action in the 1991 Manila Sea Games, in the 1993 Games at Singapore, and in the 1995 Sea Games at Chiang Mai in Thailand, where we won the silver. I also played for the 1994 ABC Cup in Japan and in the 1995 Siaba Princess Cup in Thailand, which were our final preparation for the upcoming SEA Games. My first meeting with Tatay Nic, that was in 1990 when I tried out for the national team, and he was still the Secretary General of the then Basketball Association of the Philippines, BAP. Looking back to the early days of the women's basketball in the Philippines, I can definitely declare with absolute confidence that Tatay Nic was responsible in building and fortifying its foundations and helped elevate both the sports and its members to earn national recognition, respect, and public support. Truth be told, and if we only be really honest to ourselves, much of what the players and the associations are now enjoying today are fruits of Tatay Nic's hard work, sacrifices, dedication, devotion, and selfless love. At the time when literally our sports officials, lawmakers, and maybe the entire country were not genuinely interested to women's basketball, Tatay Nic only did not give up on us, but he trained and groomed us to be strong, focused, and resilient. Para sa bayan, walang susuko, were his moving words. Amid the doubts, the naysays, the put-downs, and the rejections by the people who had the power and resources to help, but they just won't. He was the only one who believed in women's basketball. Tatay Nic even used his personal money to provide for the team so that our training would not be stymied. When the government did not give us the green light to compete abroad, Tatay Nic toured us throughout the entire Philippines to play against the junior players who were considered the best in their region or province. That was our exposure. That was Tatay Nic. Genius, creative, and unstoppable. Tatay Nic was a good judge of character. He may be kind, generous, and gentle, but definitely you couldn't be as him. He was sincere and loyal, not the type who would leave his players behind, throw them under the bus, or sell them out. After Chiang Mai, I decided to hang up my jersey to pursue a different path in life. But Tatay Nic invited me and Coach Julie Amos to join his Milo Best family. That was one of my life's proudest moments, knowing that he trusted me and believed in my capacity to coach was like winning the lottery. That Milo Best experience became a motivation to pursue further studies in early childhood development, which is a specialized branch in psychology when I migrated here. I thank you, sir. I love you, Tatay. I will continue praying for you, praying for your loved ones, and for your entire family. Again, I love you. I'm forever grateful, forever thankful, and forever blessed to be part of your life.
Hello, Ma'am Marlene, and hello to all who are part and all viewers of this first death anniversary tribute to Coach Nic. There's this passage in the Holy Scriptures which basically talks about the essence of my personal tribute to Coach. This is from Luke chapter 6, verse 43 to 45. For there is no good tree which produces bad fruit, nor, on the other hand, a bad tree which produces good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. Then I'll jump to verse 45. The good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth what is good, and the evil man out of the evil treasure brings forth what is evil. For his mouth speaks from that which fills his heart. Coach Nic, I declare, was that good man. He was a good tree, for he produced good fruit. There has been an immeasurable good fruit when it comes to the many that have benefited and have been enabled to play the game of basketball the right way. The impact of the best program and camps on the younger generation, and to the likes of Benji Paras, who eventually became a great player in the PBA. Another indication for me, there were players in top amateur teams and some national teams, and eventually even in PBA teams, that and definitely before the best program, who would shoot the ball from the back of their head, which is not fundamentally right. Now, I would like to say now, because of the best program, most players shoot the ball fundamentally right. Number two, I'm going to talk about the Philippine national team for the 1978 World Basketball Championships that was held here in Manila, which was coached by Coach Nic. I was a member of the team. We played 7 teams, and we did not win any games. But there was lessons and principles which I now realize that he prepared us to be the best that we could be, actually for international and world-class basketball. And he did it with new and better ways in enhancing our fundamentals to play the game the right way. I remember 3 drills we had to do, drills I've never seen or heard of before. There's the rebounding drill. He would gather the big guys or the small guys, 3 to 4 players under the ring, and then he would throw the ball, shoot it, and then we would rebound it, fight talagang full contact, and try to shoot it. Kung sino nakaka-shoot, aalis. So ang maiwan, yun, talagang bakbakan pa rin. Sprints. He would pair us. Isang matangkad, isang maliit. It was to encourage us to really try to run fast. So he was really preparing us for that pala. Third basketball drill, defensive lateral movement and taking a charge. So we would practice defensive sliding, but along the way, as we slide, the guy would charge into you. We had to learn to fall down and roll. And that was the first time and the last time I experienced that drill. What was the result? One is it prepared us to be the best that we could be. But number 2, I carry it until today. It taught me to consider other ways to improve and change for the better. His drills and his training methods were really not just innovative, but were new. Always practice and work on the fundamentals. Even though repetitions can make it boring. But we need to do that. Result, I carry it until today. It taught me to study and focus and learn about the truth muna. So Coach, in conclusion, Coach Nic was a good man. The good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth what is good. Luke chapter 6, verse 45. So thank you, Ma'am Marlene, for this opportunity to pay tribute to Coach Nic. God bless us all.
I am Stephen Ong, also known as Java. I knew Coach Nic since 1983. He came to Singapore as our national team coach. Back then, he was young and very dedicated to his coaching. He was very strict, and as players, we obey what to do and to be done. During training, he emphasized that we have to put in a lot of effort into doing basic fundamentals and skills. At that point of time, it was very tough for us. We had our training in the morning as early as 5 a.m. and in the evening at 7 p.m. in the National Stadium. I remember a case where a key player did not obey the instruction given to him. Coach Nic was very strict back then. He immediately dropped him out from the national team. We were all very surprised from the firm decision that he has made. It had never happened in Singapore before. He brought us for centralized training in Australia, in Perth, where we had the chance to play with bigger and taller players in order to gain experience. He brought up the standard of basketball in Singapore to a higher level. Coach Nic was a very loving and caring coach. He makes our training tough, but with fun. We enjoyed the time that we had together. We always respect Coach Nic as a very good coach. We thank you, Coach Nic, for your guidance. The skills we had learned have been put into good use, into younger players. Good memories never dies. Love you, Coach Nic. Rest in peace. God bless you.
Yun, Coach Julie. So siguro, share ko muna sa'yo, no? Yung kay Padim Israel, no? Si Padim Israel is member of the 1978 team. Siguro what strikes me most about the message of Mr. Padim Israel is yung pagiging innovative ni Coach. No?
Yes, yes.
So minensya niya, 'di ba? Yung yun nga naging impact kay Mr. Padim Israel is there are other ways to improve, no? Actually si Coach Nic is an innovator talaga sa basketball, no? Sa Philippine basketball. No? And yun na nga yung sinabi din ni Steven Ong, confirms nga na si Coach Nic, yung philosophy niya, importante yon, walang star player,
National
kailangan
team na yan, ha?
national team na,
Diba?
no? Walang pagka ang rules ay ito, kailangan
Yes.
sundin ng lahat. So pero ang pinakaano naman dito, Coach, siguro watch sa tatlong video na napanood natin, ang pinaka na-touch din ako is yung love ni Justin Arias, no? Tawag niya kay Coach Nic, tatay.
Tatay.
No, share mo nga kasi nga ano, 'di ba? Share mo nga bakit talagang malapit ba sa women's basketball si Coach Nic, no? Bakit ba, Coach? Kasama ka dito sa team na 'to, no?
Nakita mo naman yung picture doon, Coach. Ako yung isa doon, yung
Coach, ito si Angelica Binlua, no? Ayan, no? Women's player din yung mom niya.
Wow, oo. Actually,
Angelica, yan, say hi to your mom, no?
It's really true, Coach. Noong naglalaro kami early 90s, hindi talaga masyadong nabibigyan ng importansya ang women's basketball. So palagi lang kami on the side. But when he was part of naging BAP Secretary General na siya, hindi lang siya sa office, pumupunta siya sa practice session namin. Pumupunta siya doon sa 6 a.m. practice namin. And talagang check niya yung fundamentals, kaya binanggit ni Padim Israel na ganun tumira. Ay pagdating doon sa amin, saksi ako doon. Talagang natuto ako to shoot. Nakinabang ako doon, naging efficient yung shooting form ko because of the way he taught me. Talagang binigyan niya ng diin yung women's basketball. And Coach, ngayon kasi sa women's basketball, kailangan may team manager para makalabas ka. But during our time, ang mga coaches namin walang iintindihan kundi mag-coach lang kayo. Si Coach Nic ay gagawa ng paraan para talagang makakuha kami ng exposure, international or local. And doon ako nakapunta sa batch na yon, Coach. 2 beses ako nagkaroon ng chance to play for ABC, Japan.
So, you consider yourself as lucky, Coach?
I'm very, very lucky. I'm really part of that staff na I mean, the player na talagang ako yung nag-benefit. That's why noong kami na, or ako na ay naging part ng coaching staff, I really remember kung paano niya kami minotivate. That's what we do also doon sa mga players namin right now. And we always tell them, you are lucky kasi meron na kayong team managers. When during our time, wala kaming ganon. So kung ano lang yung madatnan namin from PSC, from the government. But again, yung mga international competitions, wala kami noon. Kaya tour of Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Yun ang aming ano noon.
Yes.
Talagang kitang-kita natin, Coach Julie, pati Coach Edwin, yung impact ni Coach Nick not only to his players, men's basketball, pati women's basketball, at umabot pa ng Singapore, Coach Julie,
Oo
yung
naman.
impact niya.
Yes,
Umabot pa ng
yes.
Singapore. Anyways, let's move on to our next guest naman natin tonight, Coach Julie and Coach Edwin. Alam naman natin lahat na basketball coach si Coach Nick. Pero hindi na alam ng lahat na ang daming kaibigan outside basketball, outside the teams he coached and played for, that he was able to help out and he was able to touch their lives as well in a very good way. So Coach Edwin, can you present our next set of guests and video contributors?
So ang next na natin is coaching is basketball is all about relationships din, di ba? So you will meet a lot of people, marami kang makikilala, and along the way marami tayong magiging engagements, no? So one of ako na naging ano din nito, one time napasama din kami dito. Isa sa na-involved si Coach is with Special Olympics. So our next video contributor will be Miss Jean Gonzalez. So technical director, can you show the video of Miss Jean Gonzalez for Special Olympics?
Hello, I am Jean Fernandez Gonzalez, and I met Nic Jorge in the school year 1965-66 at the UP gym. That year, we were invited to perform together with the basketball team and the soccer team of UP Diliman at Siliman University in Dumaguete. You know, every year during that time, the 60s, meron tayong program na called the Diliman-Siliman Meet. But that year, we were also invited to go to UP Iloilo after the Siliman trip. So there, our teams were honored at UP Iloilo, and we had a reception. We were all in our gala uniforms. This is the picture we took after the reception. That is on the entrance of the main building of UP Iloilo. And this is the picture of the dance troupe with some athletes and Nic Jorge, our head of delegation. In 1990, my husband of Gonzalez was the president of the Philippine Special Olympics. And Nick approached him to offer a scholarship for our special athletes. Tito Nick invited the special athletes to join his Milo Best training. So then that was the first time Tito Nick was the one who first had inclusion between athletes with special needs and the trainees at the Milo Best Center. In year 2005, Tito Nick became the president of Special Olympics Philippines. This is where he introduced the coaches, the professional ones, to train our athletes in all the events that we have. We had basketball, we had soccer, we had athletics, we had aquatics, and the rest. And during his 9-year term, because each board has a term of 9 years. We were able to go to 2 international Special Olympic Games. The first one was in North Carolina. But it was the second one that was most significant, most valuable, and most memorable for us. It was in Athens, Greece. You know, Athens was the first site of the Olympics. It was so valuable because we won several gold medals in that games. When the athletes with gold medals arrived back in the Philippines, they had an audience with the president, and they were honored by the Philippine Olympians themselves. What I would like to say about Tito Nic, again, is that he was the first person who included special kids in his sports program. So thank you very much.
Coach
Well,
Julie. So
yes.
yung ano no, yung si Miss Jean Gonzalez, yung Special Olympics, tama siya noon. I remember that one. We used to have students no sa best.
Students, oo.
Diba, na naging guest natin si Sandro Limpot. He used to
Oo,
join
di ba? Sabi
the
niya,
class
tapos na
or the
yung
training
camp,
session with these
Special
kids no from
Olympics.
Special
Oo.
Olympics. So and also I would like to thank Miss Gonzalez for sharing us no yung Coach Nick's participation with Special Olympics, but also when I was a student, narinig ko na yung Special Olympics through my teacher, si Professor Buendia. So shout out to
Oh yes, oo, binabanggit
Professor
niya.
Buendia and yan si Ma'am Gonzalez. And we also have we were also fortunate no to have his son no si Marangal to be part of our coaching staff also no. So aside from the Special Olympics, si Coach was involved in so many outreach programs, no? So ang dami mga outreach programs na isinama tayo, no? Talagang ito katulad nito, Coach. Saan ba tong anong to? Narito ka ba, Coach?
Wala ako dyan eh, pero basta nga naalala ko palagi pag birthday niya, hindi ba? May mga...
Oh, pero ito, Coach, ano to, sa Oreta Sports Center.
Oh.
Na-request tayo na mag-conduct ng clinic no sa Oreta Sports Center. So naran sila Coach Eton, sila Coach, I think sila Coach King naran no. So sila Coach Jake, sila Coach marami mga coaches and ito yung mga naging students natin dun sa outreach camp na yan no. So probably may mga iba pa ba, Coach, na ano, na mga outreach si Coach Nick? Yan, ito yung sinasabi mo ata pag birthday niya.
Medical mission niya, o pag birthday niya. Yan. So,
palagi akong present dyan, Coach, ha? Uulitin ko sa'yo.
May picture ka dyan?
Parang merong sumasabotahe sa akin dito. Hindi ako natatanggal sa picture dito, pero talaga, alam na alam ng asawa ko, palagi ako narito. Hindi ko lang alam kung bakit wala ako sa picture palagi.
Well, yan. Alam mo, Coach, ito yung gusto ko lang i-point out. Ang sarap din ng pakiramdam kung ikaw yung coach, tapos meron kang natuturuan ng mga gano'n na napapasunod mo. Tapos yung mga...
Ito, mga medical mission, mga outreach. Yeah. Yeah. Si Coach Nick, palagi tayong ini-encourage. Naalala mo to, Coach Judy, di ba? Pagka seminar natin, meron tayong barangay na pupuntahan. Ini-encourage niya tayong mag-outreach. No, na sinasabi niya sa atin. Oo, yun nga, sabi mo, Coach, na masarap yung feeling. Magturo, mag-give back sa community, katulad ng mga medical dental mission niya sa Pagraynon. Grabe to, Coach. Pagka nagpupunta kami dito, ulitin ko, maaga pa lang naroon na ako, pero wala ako sa picture. Maaga pa lang naroon na ako. Oo,
Dahil
Busy-busy
busy
ka.
ako.
nga,
Saka hindi naman ako naghahabol sa picture eh.
Coach
Pero
Edwin, dahil nga busy ka mag-outreach, hindi ka na napicturan, hindi ka na
Oo.
nakapag-selfie cameraman.
eh
Yan ang
kaso
totoong
nga
dahilan.
ano, parang pagka
Baka naman ikaw
nandiyan
yung
ang asawa ko,
kumukuha dyan,
wala
coach.
ako
Hindi
sa
mo lang
picture ko.
naalala.
Wala ako
Baka
sa
ikaw nga.
picture ko po. Pero hindi, ang sarap talaga ng feeling. Ito, yung medical dental nito, ilang taon to. No? Ilang taon to nangyari. Talagang kada birthday ni coach, no? Ang
Yes,
dami
yes.
nating
Every
kasama diyan,
year.
no? Yung mga kaibigan ni coach, dito mo rin makikita kung gaano karami yung kaibigan ni coach, no? Rotary, coaches, ang dami niyang inakit diyan eh, yung mga friends niya from the community, yan.
Ni-involve niya, no? Oo.
So yan ang sa ating mga outreach program ni coach, no?
Anyways, guys, thank you. I mean, thanks to Coach Nick. Coach Nick really had a great outreach initiative and really was a man for others. And now our next guest, Coach Edwin, tama ba, is from mga friends naman ni Coach Nick sa basketball scenes.
Yes. So, yung next video contributors natin. So, syempre si Coach, tayo, Coach Julie, di ba? Hindi lang, gusto din natin mag-serve sa National Association. So, yung isang mag-guest natin is the Executive Director, Mr. Sunny Barrios, to be followed by Ms. Hazel Ancheta from PBA, who is a personal friend of Coach Nick. And syempre as a coach, no, ang relationship natin with media, ito naman ay i-share sa atin no other than Mr. Aldrin Cardona. So yan yung mga video contributors natin for our next set of videos na mapapanood ng ating viewers.
All right, Derek, take us away.
Hello, I'm Sonny B from SBP. Many years ago, I got to meet Coach Nick through our common friend, the late PBA Commissioner, June Bernardino. We fondly called him Coachy. Do you know that he coached the UP varsity at an early age of 22? Batang-bata, di ba? Coach Nick revolutionized Philippine basketball grassroots development for the youth through his best center. We are where we are because of him and his best center. In 2011, when I joined SBP, together with Mr. Moying Martelino, Coach Nick helped me better appreciate my responsibilities and work at SBP as Executive Director. To this day, I continue to benefit from those learnings and I am eternally grateful. While we continue to miss Coach Nick, his memory stays with us, his legacy remains, and his work will continue to benefit Philippine basketball for many more years to come through his best center. Coachy, maraming salamat. We all love you.
How well do I know Coach Nick? Well, since we are in the same field, ang pagkakilala ko sa kanya is masayahin siya, palakwento, very generous with his friends. Sa lahat ng puntahan niya, marami siyang kaibigan. He would endlessly share his beginnings, kung ano siya dati, kung ano na siya ngayon. Very generous with his friends. And most of all, he loved good food. Obvious ba? And when it came to his love and passion for the sport, very selfless siya. Actually, ang pagkakaalam ko when Best Center started, mas marami pa silang scholars than yung mga paying students. Yun kasi yung way niya para ma-impart yung knowledge niya. Proof of that are my 4 children actually. 3 of them naging scholars niya sa basketball, yung isa naging scholar niya sa volleyball. Mula maliliit pa silang mga bata, naging estudyante na sila ng Best Center until 2 of those who were his basketball scholars became his coaches. Ganun kasi siya ka-generous. para sa kanya basta maituro ko sa'yo yung knowledge ko, yun na yung gift niya para sa'yo eh. And I will forever be grateful for that. Alam mo, coaching was Coach Nick's passion. He would tirelessly and endlessly look for ways on how to improve those skills. Para then, he can impart that knowledge again to his students and his coaches. Ganun siya ka-passionate, ganun siya ka-seryoso. Konti lang ang nakakaalam nito eh, pero alam nyo ba na si Coach and the whole family shared their home with us, gave my family a roof to live in for how many years. And I will forever be grateful for that, Coach. And as we celebrate your life down here, I'm sure you're having a grand time up there. And this time, you're not just sharing that passion, you're actually playing it. Till then, Coach.
When I first encountered Coach Nick, months after I joined the Manila Standard, I was assigned to cover the NCAA. So, nakita ko dun si Coach Nick, syempre. If you bump into him, he's very friendly. No? He was very friendly, kakausapin ka, ganyan. Nag-cover ako ng isang inter-secondary championship sa Bicol. Doon, nakita ko siya, no? In-interview ko siya eh. Yun yung first time na na-interview ko siya. He dedicated his life to basketball. Kasi ibinibigay ni Nick yung sarili niyang buo dun sa sports. I'm not fond of celebrations pagdating sa personal ko. No? So, there was only one time when I celebrated my birthday. That was after my stint as president of the Philippine Sports Writers Association. Isa lang invite ko na sikat, si Nic Jorge lang, para makasama yung mga sports editors. Bumili ako ng isang sakong talaba. Paborito niya daw yon. So, kumain siya. Kumain. Hanggang tumigas yung daliri niya, nakaganyan. Sabi niya sa akin, Aldrin, ipagbukas mo naman ako. Sabi ko, makulit din tong maman to eh. Matigas na kayong daliri dahil sa uric acid. Gusto pang kumain ng talaba. So, pinagbukas ko siya ng pinagbukas. Hanggang naubos yung isang sako. Siguro yung kinain ng ibang mga isang pinggan. Ganon si Nic Jorge. Tunay na tao kapag kausap mo eh. At lalong tunay na tao kapag sabay kayong kumain. Mga ganong bagay yung gusto kong maalala sa kanya. And most of them are kasama ni Miss Marilyn, no? Sa restaurant. At hindi na ako nagtataka dahil sabi nga ni Moy, kaya niyang umubos ng isang buong refrigerator. Naisip ko yun eh. This guy enjoyed his life so much. Maybe that's the reason why he left us early. Because he had a good family. He had a nice run as an athlete. As a champion coach. As a sports official. So he's been there, he's done that. Sana tayo ganun din. No?
Yun. Yun ang
Yes.
mga friends na, Coach.
Ang
Di
dami,
ba?
no,
From
Coach.
all
No?
over.
Actually,
SBC,
konti pa lang yan.
PBA.
Konti pa lang yan. So, siguro may mga, katulad niyan, Coach, si Ma'am Rhea Navarro. Kilala natin to, di ba?
Actually,
close to
siya
kay
ang
Coach Nick.
secretary niya nung nasa BAP siya. Noong Secretary General si Coach Nick. No? Yun. Actually, marami siyang kwento. Yung binanggit niya si Miss Rhea. Sabi niya, close ko yan. Kaibigan na kaibigan ko yan. Tatay ko din yan. Pero pagdating daw sa trabaho, talagang professional. Talagang trabaho kung trabaho. Talagang, and ang kwento niya, yan.
Yeah, sige. Tuloy mo, Coach, bago natin kay Mr. Nick.
Ang kwento niya, talagang, yun din, follow-up din na binanggit ni Justin Nuevo kanina na he really gave 1,000% importance sa women's basketball program. And he's pretty sure of that. Marami siyang mga kaibigan na naging Secretary General. Pero ito daw talaga. Kaya naman, tuwan-tuwa siya nung time na nag-champion ang women's team noong 2019. And nakita naman, nandun din si Coach Nick, he really watched the game. So, yes, yung na-elevate yung women's basketball because how he started, well, I think, masaya na si Coach Nick doon.
Kaya maraming kaibigan si Coach. No? And yun nga, yung last na flinash niya at ating technical director, yan ay si Mr. Moying Martelino. No? So, sa mga viewers natin, si Mr. Moying Martelino is also part of the Sports Association for Basketball. Actually, the respect between Coach Nick and Mr. Martelino talagang mataas, no? Yung respect nila sa isa't isa, no? But Coach Mr. Martelino would love to say something or give message to Coach Nick, but unfortunately nga yung sa current situation ni Mr. Martelino that hinders him from sending his message. Pero kahit na ano pa man, di ba?
Nagpadala pa rin, hindi ba? Ng
picture. And always in remembrance of the goodness of Coach, no? So kasi iilan lang talaga yung mga taong nag-serve sa Sports Association na mga katulad ni Mr. Martelino, nila Mr. Barrios, and si Coach Nick, no, na talagang for the development of Philippine basketball. And yun nga, no, so siguro to summarize yung mga sinabi nila, no, yung generosity ni Coach as a person, no, yun yung makikita mo, di ba, yung kwento ni Ma'am Hazel, nila Mr. Barrios, it all boils down sa pagiging generous ni Coach, no. Yun naman kay Mr. Cardona is, you know, pinaka gustong-gusto ko dito yung isang sakong talabang kwento, di ba? It's not the food, but yung yun nga, yung love ni Coach, gaya nga na sabi ni Mr. Cardona, yung love ni Coach, yung conversation, sharing.
Bonding moment niya yun eh. Ganyan, di ba?
Tayo, Coach Julie, di ba, ang daming beses natin na experience kay Coach Nick yan, na talagang yung kape natin aabutin ng madaling araw or makakasama.
Lalamigin no?
Oo, yung aabutin ka ng 3:00 ng madaling araw na dapat umuwi ka na, pero ang sarap ng kwentuhan, di ba, na ganun si Coach, no? At marami pa tayong na-experience kay Coach, no? Yun nga, yung love niya for life, no? Talagang hindi mo talaga maano yan. Siya talaga yung parang model, no? Pagka sinabi mong love for life, talaga yung pagka nag-share siya, yung pagiging generous niya, yun, yung pag-i-scholar niya dun sa mga mga yung kay Ma'am Hazel, di ba?
Ma'am Hazel, di ba?
Si Coach Philip at saka si Coach Pau, no? Naging coaches natin later on, no? Yung dahil sa generosity ni
Coach, parang napapass on niya yung love of the game eh. Alam mo yon, pag kinausap mo siya, talagang alam mo na mahal talaga ito basketball. Very dedicated siya sa ginagawa niya. Kaya naman eager din siya na yung mga kwentuhan moments natin talagang i-share niya yon sa'yo.
So siguro ituloy pa natin, baka meron pa tayong mga other friends ni Coach Nick. So marami pang mga coaches na nakasalamuhan ni Coach, no? Hindi lang basketball coach, yung isa volleyball coach na si Coach Godfrey Okumo ng women's volleyball coach ng UP, and also tama ba Coach, kasama din sa video is si Coach Mon Garcia, na player niya nung UP in the late 90s, 1997, and at the same time naging
assistant coach niya. Yes.
So, yan yung pagbibigay niya ng breaks, no? Na nakita niya na si Coach, siguro binigyan niya din ng break to be part of his coaching staff. So maybe we can show that video. Yeah.
Hi everyone. I'm Mon Garcia. I was a member of the UP men's basketball team in year 1997 under Coach Nick. The year after that, he got me as a member of his coaching staff until he ended his contract with UP in 2000. Since then, every year, we have Christmas dinner along with the group, the UP Mafia group. Our Mama San was our manager then, Miss Gigi Prats, along with her beautiful nieces, Mia, Monique, Chancellor Laguno, and late wife, Tita Elma, Tita sidekicks, Rina, Gani, and sleepy wives, Ninang Marlene, and on. Alba's restaurant was our go-to place. They serve pika-pika for Coach Nick and let us stay way beyond their closing time. I treated Coach Nick and his family as my extended family. I have so many good memories of Coach Nick. As a coach, he's a disciplinarian, but he always allows you to think out of the box as long as you follow his system. As at Ninong, he gave great advice in a joking and casual manner so as not to put pressure. But I know he's always here very serious and meant it very well. As a friend, I guess most of us will agree that as long as you don't break his trust on you, he'll be there on your side till the end. Stricto, masayahin, maraming kalokohan, yan po si Coach Nick. Cheers, Coach.
Hello, everyone. It's a very great honor to be given such a rare opportunity to share and celebrate the great Coach Nick. To me, Coach Nick was more than a family. He was a mentor, he was a father, he was a friend, and the greatest coach that I met in the Philippines. He was able to welcome me as one of his own. He always told me, "You're a member of this family. You're always a family." He would invite me for many dinners, many birthday parties, and he really made me feel at home here in the Philippines. As a coach, I can only count the blessings that Coach Nick brought to me, to my heart. As a coach, he taught me how to have peace. He knew that I would have many challenges as a coach. He told me he had been through the same situation as a coach, and the only advice he would give me is to humble myself, be strong, and continue fighting for what is right as a coach. Coach Nick could never miss the games that UP was playing for the last 3 years that I'd known him as his friend, family, and a mentor. Thank you, Coach. I hope we'll see each other again. And I believe you're very busy dunking and playing one-on-one with the Angels. Thank you. Sayonara. Bye.
Yes, so Coach Julie, no? So yun yung mga two friends pa ni Coach Nick, no? Si Coach Mon Garcia of UP. Oh, pareho silang UP, no?
Yes,
And
yes.
Coach Okumo. Pero to sum it up, no, dun sa dalawa nating guests, ganun din, pagka naging kaibigan ka ni Coach, he will make you as part of your family din.
Yes, oo. Kasama naman yung...
Kapamilya na, no? Kapamilya na yung touring sa'yo ni Coach Nick. Ayan, katulad niya si Coach Mon at saka si Coach Okumo. So, sino pa ba yung mga friends natin, Coach? Meron pa ba tayong friends ni Coach Nick na magbibigay ng message?
Meron pa. Ito naman, dalawa, ay former senior vice president, Nestle. So pareha sila, Milo executives, and then yung isa naman ay current na Nestle Sports executive. So we have Sir Levi Castillo and Sir Lester Castillo.
Wow, okay.
Defense! Renji Taras, Jerry Codinera, Kiefer Ravena, Chris Chu, Ferdy Ravena. These are just some of the great products of the Milo Best Center program that Coach Nick founded late in the 70s. And we're very fortunate that we were able to have this partnership with the Best Center sabi nga nila, it's marriage made in heaven. And it was Coach Nick who was really the brains behind all these basketball programs, and then later on nag-expand siya into volleyball. So, alam niyo po, si Coach Nick, napakabait na tao, napaka mapagbigay. I remember nung nagkaroon po kami ng programa sa isang barangay na Caloocan, we were trying to get children into sports by partnering with the local barangay basketball league. I remember, nandun si Coach Nick, hindi kinausap niya yung mga bata, pinapunta niya sa kanya. Tapos binigyan niya ng words of wisdom about the values that you can learn in sports, being the best that you can be. And I think it's really part of Coach Nick's DNA to build champions, not just in sports, but also in life. Coach Nick may not be with us today anymore, but we will continue to see Coach Nick with the Best Center programs. We're very confident that the Best Center team will continue the legacy of Coach Nick. And siguro yung isang testament niyan is how they were able to transition their sports programs into digital ngayon na merong pandemic. So, yung spirit niya, nagagawa at gagawa ng paraan, hahanap ng paraan para masigurado natin na ang mga bata ay nasa sports, nandyan yan. So Coach Nick may not be with us today, but we will always see him around us through his programs, and we are excited to build more champions with the Best Center for many more years to come. So Coach Nick, we miss you, but I'm sure baka yung mga tao dyan sa taas pinapa-defense mo na at pinapa-dress mo na. So we miss you, Coach Nick.
Coach Nick was a very special person. But for me, he was more than that. He was a very special friend. Coach Nick was easy to like. Madali naman mahalin si Coach. I remember the first time he walked into my office about 40 years ago to promote the Best Center and seek sponsorship with Nestle. After a few minutes, I liked the guy. Madaling dalhin ba? Very sincere, very passionate about his project, and technically competent. So it was no-brainer for us at Milo to sponsor the project. Lalo na at the time, our campaign then was get your child into sports. That's why the Best Center was the perfect vehicle for this. I remember that altogether. And it helped that I had my own passion for the game, basketball, and my own love for having children enjoy the game and grow up healthy with the game, and of course, Milo. But really, more than the success of the Best Center, the project, more than the accolades, the honors that we were able to get from this team up, and more than the number of children that grew up to be healthy and became good as their basketball career. More than all this, it was really Nick, the friendship, and the love that we nurtured together over the past 40 years. Of course, you have to have a special thing for that with Tito Marlin and the kids doing that. 2 years ago, Nick injured a long 3-hour drive and wheelchair and all. He came to visit me at our farm in Nueva Ecija to celebrate my birthday. We had a great time. Medyo mahina na siya nun, but you could not see that. Enjoy siya ron sa hito, yung inihon na hito, at saka yung lechong tupa. Gusto niya. He loved that very much. But that was the last time I saw him alive. A year later, he was gone. So as a special friend, really, Nick, I wish you the best. Thank you for the memories. And you're at home now. So God bless you, my friend. And whether we all like it or not, I'll see you.
Yes, so yun, no, Coach, no? So words from our friends ni
Yeah,
Coach Nick at the
from
same time.
Milo, hindi ba?
Yeah, from sponsors din natin, no? So, yeah, siguro ang ano ko lang dito is yun nga, no, si Coach is a type of a friend na yan, kahit na nahihirapan siya, pagka inimbita mo siya, pupuntahan ka niyan. Pupuntahan ka
Gagawa
niyan.
pa paraan eh, hindi
Ganyan
ba?
magbigay ng
Gagawa
suporta yan,
paraan.
Coach.
Oh.
Sa totoo lang,
Yes.
si Coach Nick, yung mga personal experiences ko sa kanya, yung mga talagang pumupunta siya dun sa mga mahalagang parte ng buhay ko, no, nung ikinasal ako, nung nag-pass on din yung aking tatay, naroon din siya. Talagang as a friend si Coach, ganon, walang
Yes.
iwanan. Siya yung totoong
Yes, yes.
sinasabing walang iwanan, di ba?
Talagang
Kahit iwan ka,
special.
maabutan ka, mabagal maglakad si Coach. Kahit iwan ka, maabutan mo talaga siya. No? Pero, ganun talaga si Coach.
Nakakatawa lang, hindi ba? Si Daddy Levy, tapos anak
Oo.
naman niya, si Lester, nagko-continue ng kanilang
And all
partnership,
throughout
di ba?
Coach,
Yes.
all throughout the episode, no, kahit yung mga players niya, si Coach Nick, yung long-lasting relationship, no? Si Coach Om pong 50 years, no? Ang dami, ang
Yes.
haba, no? So siguro nabanggit na din naman nila, no, yung Milo is our sponsor sa ating basketball clinic and volleyball clinic. So siguro ito na siguro yung majority ng life ni Coach, no, dinivote niya dito sa pag-establish ng best center. So siguro Coach Julie, ano mo na, i-introduce mo na kung sino na, papasok na tayo dun sa
Ito na yung last segment natin,
Yeah.
di ba? So, isa tayo sa mga friends niya. Ito naman yung last but not the least, si Coach Nick was of the founder of Best Center, and Best Center has been the first school of basketball in Asia that was founded in 1978. So yung program na ang dami niyang na-develop, hundreds of players, Filipino icons, both men and women, and yung mga yon naging successful, professional everywhere. Kaya naman, yung mga products ng Best Center, hindi lang basketball, but into career-wise, yan kumbaga na-develop niya because of his mga Best Center icons niya. So, yung susunod natin na video ay mga Best Center coaches. Both ito is represented by volleyball, which is Coach Mike Santos. Actually, yung volleyball natin started 1991. And sa Best Center naman, si Coach Jerome. Ito, medyo 1990, di ba 1978? 1993, naging coach na tong si Coach Jerome.
Yeah.
So, ayan. Na natin, yung next video
panoorin
natin.
Panoorin natin to. Yeah.
Si Coach Nick, masayahin. Very jolly. Makikita mo sa mga mata niya, hindi man niya ipapakita na hindi siya. Pagdating niya sa venue, nakita niya yung mga estudyante nandun, gumagawa ng drills, nag-enjoy, yung mga coaches nandun, tinuturuan yung mga bata, at nag-enjoy din. Kita mo yung sa mata niya na talagang masayang-masaya siya. Nung nakilala ko si Coach Nick, yung kanyang natutunan sa basketball na isinare sa aming mga coaches, nakikita niya, na isishare namin sa mga bata. Siya yung type ng tao na pangahawakan niya yung salitang disiplina. Hindi lang sa bata, kundi pati sa aming mga coaches. Una sa oras. Kapag ang klase mo nagsimula, sabihin natin ng alas 8, kailangan nandun ka sa venue at least 30 minutes an hour before the class. Kasi, according to him, para i-prepare mo ang sarili mo. Motivate ang sarili mo, kailangan mo yung mga lessons, kailangan mo magtanong sa mga coaches, na ganito ang lesson, para pagdating mo sa klase mismo, handang-handa ka at alam mo. Alawa, hindi siya yung know-all person. Kung ano yung alam niyo sa basketball, isi-share niya sa'yo. Pero, okay, yung mga idea ng mga coaches na gustong i-share, tapos puso yung tinatanggap. Subukan natin. Kung may idea about a certain skill related sa ganito, share natin. Why don't we try it? Pag naging effective, okay. Pag hindi naging effective, at least try natin. Okay, hindi matamot si Coach Nick. Tuturo na sa'yo lahat. Tatanggap nga siya ng ideas. Tapos, minsan, magsasamahin niya to come up with one skill or Coach Nick, pagdating sa trabaho, seryoso. Pero outside sa trabaho, makikita mo talagang masayahin si Coach. Gusto niya yung kwentuhan, gusto niya yung tawanan. Sa kanya ko natutunan yung nag-develop ng aking classroom management. Sa kanya ko nakuha na hindi lahat ng bagay dadaanin mo sa pagiging mainit ng ulo o masukot para makuha mo yung trust ng bata para mag-discipline mo. Hindi gano'n. Tinanong niya ako, bakit andito pa rin sa class? Sabi ko, masaya ako. Hanggat masaya ako, bilis ako, hindi ako alis ng bilis. At hanggat natututo ako, hindi ako alis. Kasi si Coach Nick, sabi nga niya, kahit na marami na isang pinagdaan ng seminar about basketball, ang alam niya sa basketball, maliit pa rin. Konti pa rin. Kaya siya tuloy-tuloy siya yung kailangan. Acquire ka ng ideas, acquire ka ng knowledge, apply mo, share mo, yun ang legacy iniwan sa akin. Kaya Coach Nick, maraming salamat sa tulong, maraming salamat sa paggabay, hindi lang po sa akin, hindi lang po sa mga coaches. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng kasiyahan na naging kasama kayo. Namimiss ko po kayo. Ikaw po ang unang mentor ko pagdating sa pagdating. Ano lang, bantayan mo lang kami. Basta silip-silipin mo na kami, buluhan mo kami kung ano man yung mga patutulan namin. Pero ang tanda mo, Coach, itong iniwan mo best center. Gagawin namin ang lahat, ano na po ko, para may pagpatuloy po. Para siya. Stick, thank you po. Maraming salamat.
Valuable community, ay nagpapasalamat sa ginawa ni Coach Nic Jorge sa Best Volleyball Clinic and creating a developmental league na WVL or the Women's Volleyball League kung saan yung mga school and their varsity teams can showcase their volleyball talent for free. Naalala ko pa, lagi siya nagtatanong sa akin, Coach Mike, sa Bangkok may magandang laban. And then tuturo ko sa niya, Coach, doon sa sa court 1, mga elementary pa lang pero magagaling na. And then tuwan-tuwa siya pagka sinabi ko na, Coach Nick, yung bata na yon, estudyante lang natin ng summer. Pero ngayon, varsity na sa school nila. The coaches of the Best Clinic is very thankful for your kindness. Tsaka yung teaching nyo, we will always treasure it. So once again, we miss you so much. Thank you again and say hi to Coach Kid for us. Thank you, Coach Nick.
So thank you very much, Coach Jerome and Coach Mike, no? Coach Julie, di ba yung sinasabi ni Coach Jerome, no? Yun nga na hindi si Coach Nick hindi madamot. Gusto niya palagi, di ba, sa seminar natin gusto niya palagi sharing of ideas, hindi yung siya lang ang bida.
Ako lang, hindi.
Oo.
Yun ang talagang na-admire ko sa kanya.
Sa kanya yung attention, pero yung ideas kailangan shared, no? Hindi siya walang
Tsaka para kang Coach alam mo yun, parang open notes, alam mo yung ganun? Pag nagbigay siya talaga ng mga feedback sa'yo, everything, iibabato niya talaga sa'yo, nasa sa'yo na lang kung paano mo i-adapt, paano mo i-hone, and he will allow you na to share your thoughts also. Kung sa tingin mo na meron kang innovations or added thing na pwede mo idagdag, yun yung maganda doon. Kaya naman ang Best Center, di ba, every year, before the summer starts, talagang we have this kind of seminar. Talagang brainstorming yan. Brainstorm yan kahit paulit-ulit. Sabi nga ni Padim Israel, kahit paulit-ulit, merong maliit na portion na pwede mong baguhin.
Kaya nga, Coach, kaya nga ang pangalan ng camp natin ay best, no? Kailangan paulit-ulit na tama.
Improve mo. Mastery talaga.
Yun, Coach. And with the formula na ginamit niya sa basketball, inilipat niya din sa volleyball. And ito, wala akong evidence na mapapakita, pero I think, no, yung program na ginawa ng Volleyball Center, no, yung Women's Volleyball League, kapareho nga ng basketball, di ba? And then the camps, no, they have significantly contributed, no, sa development at sa popularity ng volleyball ngayon sa Pilipinas, no? So kasi nagka-camp na rin tayo outside, no? So yan, dahil yan sa mga foresight ni coach, no, na kung nag-work sa basketball, no, magwo-work din dito sa volleyball, no? So siguro coach, let's move on. Ang part ng ano naman natin, ang part ng best center family natin, may coaches, meron din tayong organizers because ang ating basketball camp, volleyball camp ay ginagawa all over the country.
All over. Yan. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao talaga.
Last Saturday, ang guest mo, parang nagpipresenta, magkaroon ng best sa Thailand, di ba? Pero dito muna tayo, mag-stick muna tayo sa mga organizer natin, no? Shout out muna kay Coach Troy Umali, ha? So, ang mga organizer natin na magbibigay ng kanilang sharing, no, about Coach Nic, no? Ang organizer natin from Pampanga, Mr. Eddie Velasquez, and ang organizer natin from Zamboanga, Mr. Pedro Alfaro. So, Derek, can you show the video?
Good evening, Coach Popoy. Good evening, Coach Julie. My experience as a mentor, as a coach, as a second father to me, and as his organizer in Milo Best Center. First ko nakilala si Coach Nic and nag-join ako ng basketball clinic. Binigyan ako ni Mrs. Jorge ng scholarship to join the clinic. Then on the clinic, nakita ko ni Coach Nic, may potential daw ako, kinausap niya ako, training ako ni Coach Nic sa clinic. Alam mo naman kung paano mag-train si Coach Nic. So, ang dami ko natutunan. Then, he recommended me to one of the university colleges in Manila, which is Sambeda Red Lions. So, nakapaglaro ako sa Sambeda. Then eventually, I transferred to University of the East. And then, pinagkatiwalaan ako ni Coach Nic and ni Mrs. Jorge to handle the franchise of Best Center in Pampanga. That opportunity is, I'm very thankful and grateful. And I owe it to them that they give us that opportunity. Malaking opportunity yon. Talagang masasabi kong love ako ni Coach Nic kasi siya mismo yung lumapit sa akin noon na sinabi na i-handle ko daw yung Pampanga. Nung time na yon, meron akong work pero sabi ni Coach Nic, bumalik ka sa basketball. Alam kong ito yung passion mo. So, grinab ko yung opportunity and si Mrs. Jorge, tinulungan kami kung paano patakbuhin yung organization from top to bottom. Kaya naranaman namin ng maayos. And yun nga, masasabi kong mahal ako ni Coach Nic kasi every year yung walang humpay yun, palagi siyang pupunta sa clinic namin. Kung hindi na siya makapag-drive, talagang tatawag pa yun sa akin, Eddie Boy, sunduin mo ako. Pupunta ako sa clinic mo. So, talagang every year yon, kung hindi ko siya masusundo, susunduin siya ng anak kong si Lace, susunduin siya ng anak kong si Edward o ni Adi. Ipagdadrive namin talaga si Coach Nic. Kaya alam ko, love na love ako ni Coach Nic eh. And sorry po, nagiging emotional ako kasi pagdating kay Coach Nic. Kasi talaga kung 1 year na po si Coach Nic. 1 year ko po siya naalala kasi ito yung pray po kami sa kain. Palagi po siyang kasama pindarsal ng isis ko. So, grateful po ako sa binigay nilang opportunity sa akin. Sa family ko. Thank you ma'am. Thank you Coach Nic. Kung nasan ka man, maraming salamat sa support mo. Hindi lang sa akin, pati kay Adi kasi sinuporta niya rin si Adi nung naglalaro pa sa Red Cubs. Isinama niya si Adi sa Singapore. And ako, sinama rin ako ni Coach Nic. Nakita ko rin kung paano nila akong pinotektahan doon sa Singapore. Sila ni Ma'am, maraming salamat. Mahal na mahal ko po ang Best Center. Mahal na mahal ko din po kayo, Coach Nic. Miss na po namin kayo. And Ma'am, thank you po for everything. Sa mga Jorges po, maraming salamat.
To Coach Nic, it's been a year since you left us. to the most influential mentor in my life who gave me my first opportunity to coach and to lead these young men to this game of basketball. Thank you for teaching me an incredible amount about life and basketball. I can thank you enough to your mentorships and guidance. Me and my whole family will surely miss you. We will miss your requests for your favorite foods like curacha, lechon, baked clams, prawns, and big fish from Zamboanga. Getting together with the best family and the talks we both had privately. People may not know this, but Coach Nick is like a second father to me, and I will always be loyal and dedicated to Best Center. Lastly, thank you for being the reason so many kids wanted to pursue their dreams. Because of you, the game of basketball had opened so many doors, just opportunities on the court, but also in life. I will never forget the last time we talked, Coach, and I promise you again that I will always make the Best Center my priority in all my sports program I am handling. Because of this program, gave me opportunity to grow as a person, and I thank Mom and the whole George family for everything, and I will always be there doing my best for Coach Nick. My family and I will forever be grateful to you and the whole Best Center family. Missing you so much, Coach. My prayers are always with you.
Yan, yung mga organizers natin from Luzon and from Zamboanga, di ba?
Coach Julie, i-ano ko lang, no? Ako personally na witness ko. Tayong dalawa, no? Pagka na-assign tayo, no, yung closeness ni Coach Nick at saka ni Coach Eddie Velasquez. Pagka nasa Pampanga tayo, talagang si Coach Nick, tama si Eddie, tinuturuan siya kung paano maging organizer, tinuturuan siya kung paano asikasuhin yung mga coaches. At si Coach Pedro naman, ganun din, no? Yung kanilang closeness actually dahil kay Coach Nick na-introduce din si Mr. Alfaro hindi lang sa local basketball sa Zamboanga but also sa Mindanao. Naging regional director siya sa Samahang Basketball Pilipinas.
SBP, yes.
SBP, so naging sila doon, magkasama sila doon, pareho sila naging director. And pareho sila na nasa isip na lahat ay for the good of the sport, no? And yun na, diba? Siyempre, pag sinabi mong Zamboanga, di ba? Pagka na-assign at kasama si Coach Nick doon, di ba? Alam na this, di ba? So
you're in good hands.
Yeah. So, kay Coach, kay Mr. Eddie Velasquez and Mr. Pedro, maraming salamat sa inyong video contribution. So maybe let's move on. No, siguro naman ang introduce naman natin yung next video natin. Coach Julie, introduce mo nga yung susunod natin. Yes.
So okay na tayo sa coaches, organizers. Ito naman, we have 2 of our Best Center graduates. Natapos sila lahat ng levels. First is si Pico na Peñas. Nag-start ako as early as 5 years old. Alam ko, parang 10 beses ata ito nag-intro eh. Parang ganun ata, coach eh. And another one is si Coach Paolo, kaya tinawag coach kasi naging coach natin ngayon. Si Paolo Ancheta, who also played for UPIS noong 2013. Same thing. They finished all the Best Center levels hanggang level 6. So, let's watch their video.
Hi, I'm Pico Peñas, a basketball player from Xavier School, and today I'll be talking about my experience with Coach Nick. My experience with Coach Nick started when I was a young kid, because when I was young, like really small kid, he really believed in me and saw potential in me. So he took me under his wing, trusted in me, and he really taught me the basic fundamentals to the game, which made my love for the game even bigger. At the age of 5, he already taught me 2-ball dribbling, which at that time I really hated practicing since it was hard, but I knew it would make me better and better every day. At the age of 8, he chose me and two of my schoolmates to perform in a movie called Nic, all because of his program, The Best Center. At the age of 9, I was one of the 5 players he chose to perform at Milo's 50th year anniversary, which was at Soler. And I still have the jacket till this day. At the age of 11, he brought me and some of my teammates to participate in an AAU tournament in the US, which is this jacket. And I remember he couldn't make it there, but we got into the quarterfinals, but then we blew a 17-point lead to the best Utah team in our age bracket. And it really boosts our confidence, even though we lost. And then my favorite memory really with Coach Nic is that he doesn't care all about basketball. He still asks me about my studies. Because every time we would have a game in Xavier and there's a SBP pastoral tournament going on, whether it be men's basketball or women's basketball or volleyball, me and my dad would make sure that we would go to Gate 9 and talk to not only Coach Nic, but also Lola M, Tita Onek, Tita Moy. And Coach Nic's first question would always be, how's your studies? And then he'll follow up with the basketball. He's always guided me through the years, and I really thank Coach Nic and his family for making me the player and the person I am today and helping me to get to where I am today. So thank you, Coach Nic. We'll continue to pray for your soul and may perpetual light always shine on you forever.
Hello everyone, my name is Paolo Ancheta. Isa ako sa mga naging player ni Coach Nic back in high school sa UPIS. Naglaro ako sa UAP Juniors noon back in 2013. I'm also a student and a graduate of the Best Center from levels 1 to 6. Dahil kay Coach Nic yun, nakapag-train kami sa Best Center. And hindi ko makakalimutan is yung time na pinasama kami ni Coach Nic sa training ng mga ipapadalang players sa Las Vegas to represent yung Philippines nga. And ginawa yung training na yun sa Pagray. Yung drill was kailangan mong makarating sa top within 60 seconds. Hindi makakalimutan, sobrang daming beses kong pinababa doon. Sobrang daming beses kong nag-fail. Kahit abutin kayo ng hapon doon hanggat hindi mo natatapos yung 1 minute, hindi titigil yung training. Kahit nakaligo na yung mga kasama mo, andun ka pa rin hanggang ma-reach mo yung 1 minute. Doon din, during sa time na yun sa Pagray, maraming ituturo sa'yo na hindi lang about basketball. Tuturuan ka ni Coach Nic na maging responsible, maging disciplined, tsaka maging independent talaga. Isa sa mga gusto ni Coach Nic noon ay yung pagpapak mo ng gamit mo. Tapos tinuturuan niya kami na kumain ng gulay. Siguro discipline yung pagtulog namin ng maaga doon kasi early morning yung magsa-start yung training the following day, which is around 5. Sobrang thankful ko kasi dahil doon nagkaroon kami ng opportunity na maging scholar, na makapaglaro nga ng competitive basketball. And forever ako magiging thankful doon kay Coach Nic kasi kundi dahil sa kanya, hindi kami makakarating doon. Maraming salamat, Coach Nic.
Ito yung mga dalawang estudyante natin na talagang tinapos ang levels, natuto. Alam mo yung hindi man sila nagtuloy-tuloy na magiging basketball player, but the learnings, the discipline, yung mga yung kunento ni Coach Pao, di ba? Yung nasubukan niyang mag-training under doon sa kung paano training yung national team niya na pupunta na Easter Classic.
Polo, no?
Oh, and because of that, naging competitive siya and he was able to be part of that UPIS na team na binabanggit niya, di ba?
Yes, tama. And Coach, ang ano din dyan, siguro yung kay Pico, no? yung pagka kinakamusta siya. Oh, by the way, si Pico, player ng Xavier School.
Xavier, yes.
Ngayon ay he graduated, so congratulations Pico, and hope good luck no kung saan ka maglalaro sa college. Pero yun nga no, yung what strikes me most is yung pagka kinakamusta siya ni coach, ang una niyang tinatanong studies.
Yes,
So kita mo talaga yung pagbibigay ng importansya ni coach no sa pag-aaral ng isang student athlete.
Student athlete. Yes,
Yeah.
coach.
So siguro coach, yung next natin, sino ba yung next na
Eto. Ako na magpapakilala
sige,
dito,
coach.
coach.
Yeah,
Hindi ko talaga siya
introduce
kasi,
natin, coach. Ito.
hindi ko siya naabutan.
Ito.
Pero, hindi ko siya naabutan as a best center coach. Pero naabutan ko siya as a UAAP coach. Coach siya ng UP noon while I was playing for UST. And she's one of the first coaches ng best center. And according sa kanila Mrs. Jorge, ay dati siya ang assistant training director, but ni-level up na siya pala ang training director noon, and she was based in Singapore for over 20 years. So, it's Coach Ellie or Eleanor Rivera.
Yeah.
Hi. Kilala ko si Coach Nic and Nic Jorge through their daughters, Onik and Moy. They were my students in Jason's high school. First year of teaching ko noon after graduating sa UP College of Human Kinetics. He recommended me to be part of Milo Best Center. In fact, Mrs. Jorge asked me, ano daw pinakain ko sa mga anak niya. Sabi ko, hindi ko rin alam. So thank you, Onik and Moy. We all know that Coach Nic is a firm believer of fundamentals, hard work, and commitment. Looking back and analyzing it, I want to summarize what Coach Nic wants all the Milo Best coaches to be. This is teaching, and I'm sure all the coaches will agree. So yung fundamentals, hinati yun ng dalawa. Yung fun. Players must have fun in their learning. Dapat mag-enjoy sila. Dapat masayang mga bata. Sounds familiar ba? Because once they have fun, they will be willing to train hard and be committed. Tapos yung mental naman, you have to teach them how to think. Gusto niya, mga coaches, nag-iisip, at mga bata, nag-iisip din. He emphasized 4 things. What, why, how, and when. What? He always goes to the basic. What do you want the players to know on a certain skill? What is important? What drills to give them? He wants us to be creative. Why? He always wants you to realize bakit mo ginagawa yon. Because he wants you to explain that to the students. Kasi pag na-explain mo ng mabuti sa estudyante, madali niya matututunan. So, third one is how. Oh, he's very particular about this. He always wants you to teach the proper way. Defense! Triple flat position! Proper stance. He always wants us to teach them kung paano ginagawa yon. Kasi, paano mo maituturo at maiintindihan at magagawa nilang tama. Again, he will tell you back to basics. Then, kung kaya na, mag-progress ka unti-unti hanggang makuha yung complete skill. When? Gusto rin niya, ituro natin sa bata kung kailan pwede gamitin yung mga tinuturo nating protection dribble, speed dribble, at kung ano-ano pa. Then after that, pabayaan na yung mga bata to be creative at mag-isip. Ang galing, hindi ba? Si Coach Nic, mahilig makipag-discussion sa akin. Maybe because I'm a newly graduate, okay? May new skills, new ideas. I like him kasi pag nag-discuss kami, nag-argue, lagi akong tina-challenge. Pagkatapos nun, yung pala pinoprocess niya sa isip niya. Pagkatapos nun, bigla yung magsasalitang, okay, panalo ka L, gawin natin. Pagkatapos nun, bigla siyang tatayo. Sasabihin niya, gawin mo. Yung pala, akong kailangan gumawa. Coach Nic and Mrs. Jorge trusted me a lot. They allowed me to get coaches from UP College of Human Kinetics, yung mga dati kong mga estudyante. Ako na daw bahala mag-decide. They also gave me opportunity to lead the other coaches. In fact, when I left Milo Best, I was the assistant training director. Last but not the least, Coach Nic adopted me as his daughter. Nung nakuha ko yung trabaho sa Singapore to teach, he quickly called his friends and Singapore players to guide me, to help me. And true enough, pag may game ako, They will approach me, nice game, all the best, and they will say, "You're the daughter of Coach Nick." So every time he goes to Singapore, will definitely must see me, kumustahin, and then we'll have some discussion. Dati, he will always ask, kailan ako uwi, kailan ako babalik. But I think he saw, okay naman ako dito sa Singapore, appreciated and making him proud of my achievement. I followed his footsteps. Nag-coach na rin ako 2 times ng Singapore team under 18 girls team sa ASEAN School 2015 sa Chiang Mai at ASEAN Schools noong 2017. In fact, itong 2020, last year, ako yung team manager ng Singapore basketball sa ASEAN School Games sa Dumaguete. And I am very, very sure Mr. Jorge will go and support me. I believe he's happy with my achievement. Mr. Jorge's relationship with me is employer-employee, mentor-mentee, and father-daughter. So, Coach Nick, Mrs. Jorge, and family, thank you so much for the love and care you have given me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yan, Coach, hindi ba? Nakakamiss din hindi ba? Coach El,
Oo,
20
nakakamiss
years
talaga
na
si
nun
Coach
doon.
El kasi kundi dahil sa kanya, hindi din ako mapapasama dito sa Best Center. Yan, so siya yung nagyaya sa akin na mapasama dito sa Best Center and I'm very thankful to her. And just like Coach Nick, si Coach El, when she was here, I was fortunate enough, nakasama ko sa mga ibang venues yan and she generously helped me out, minentor din kami yan, tinulungan kami yan, binigyan kami ng talagang ginaid kami yan. So thank you very much, Coach El. Yung mga message niya about Coach Nick, di ba? Yun din yung mga na-experience natin ngayon, di ba? Pag seminar, ini-encourage yung free discussion, and after the discussion, di ba? Pagka nagtalo o nagdebate, pagka sinabi niyang panalo kayo mag-execute niyan.
Tama. Kasi yung gusto niya merong interaction. Yung mga coaches niya, kailangan hindi lang oo ng oo. Pag sa tingin niyo may konting kailangan baguhin, tell me and then we will discuss on it. Tapos pag na-justify mo, sige, gawin nyo. Alam mo, tama-tama yung sinabi. Gawin nyo. Oo. Ganon nga talaga. Seminar natin, madalas. Kaya pagdating, kaya every year, yung mga coaches talagang eager to attend the seminar because alam nila kahit na the same syllabus, alam mo yung meron tayong mga innovations at idadagdag dahil nga doon sa mga changes na nangyayari sa mga drills din.
Yes. So siguro, Coach, we reached at this point in time, nasa end na tayo ng journey ni Coach, yung pag sinum up natin to, parang sa journey ni Coach, meron siyang palaging kasama, palaging binabanggit, di ba? At walang iba kung hindi ang pamilya niya. Di ba?
Yes,
so, nakita mo, di ba? Coach Nick, all throughout his journey, kasama niya si Mrs. Jorge, kasama niya si Monica, si Veronica. So siguro, to end this show, isa din sigurong meron pa tayong isang magbibigay ng message. Ito nga yung kasama niya sa journey niya din. So, Technical Director, Sir Turdy, can you
show the video?
Show the video.
I am Enzo Vinarao, one of the grandsons of Nic Jorge. I want to talk about the family side of him. He always wanted to be the one to be the life of the party. He always wanted to be center of attention. Even though it was always that kind of atmosphere with him, it was always uplifting. It was always fun, no matter what kind of mood you're in. If you're in a bad mood, just being with my Lolo would make it so much better. I see that in who he was as a coach also, that his players always looked up to him. His colleagues would ask him so many questions. And over my years, I was able to see the connection he built with people, that he was so open, he was so friendly and so kind, that so many people loved being with him. So many people were excited. They were always laughing. They were always smiling. And to me, that's really who my lolo was. Just a joyful, kind, loving human being. And with that, I want everyone to just be that kind of person. Always try to find the happiness. He always made the most out of life, and that I always want to remember him for that. Hearing their stories really helped me more appreciate my grandfather. And for that, everyone, thank you. On behalf of my family, we are thankful to everyone who has been with us during this trying time, and we hope that we can continue to have that support for you. To the Best Center family, to coaches, to ball boys, we're really thankful that you were able to stick with us. I specifically are very happy that you were able to experience the love and joy that my lolo had. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight, and yeah.
Yun. Yun ang
Yan.
surprise talaga natin. Walang
Surprise.
alam. Walang alam sila Ma'am Monica dito. Si Tita Marlene, walang alam. So thank you, Enzo, for that special message. You really meant it. You made it more special. Para sa iyong lolo, para kay Tito Nick, para kay Coach Nick, sa Tatay Nick, lahat na. Para kay Coach Nick Jorge.
Yeah. So I'm back here, guys. Sorry na hindi ko kaya kasama kanina. Medyo nagka-technical issues na kami dito. But Coach Julian, Coach Edwin, that's a very unique episode and a very heartwarming one, to say the least. I was listening into all of the stories, and it was such an eye opener also for me to realize that Coach Nick had such a big impact, even more than what I expected. So I guess that wraps up tonight's episode. So to our viewers, right, thank you guys for watching and staying. I know it's a long episode. It's the longest episode we have had so far in the past 30 episodes we've had. But it's been the palaging mahabang episode pag si Coach Edwin Barber kasama natin. Noted na yan.
Kailangan
So,
talaga ako, ha?
Kailangan talaga. Well,
Kailangan
thank you guys.
talaga ako, ha?
Thank you guys for watching. It's been a blast.
Thank you
It's
very
been
much.
Popoy, Julie, and Edwin for Be the Best Live. Good night, and see you guys soon.
Good day.